Asia, congratulations. You are celebrating 10 years in the organization. Achievement First is so lucky to have you in the organization, but specifically, you have been at Achievement First Hartford Elementary for 10 years. You were a founding teacher, then became dean, and still a dean, and it's just really exciting to know that you were, one of the two members that actually stayed. When I think about AF Hartford and like where AF Hartford was, and everyone knows that, like AF Hartford just wasn't performing the way it needed to perform for many years. A lot of people, when they're on a ship that's like not going in the direction that you want it to go, they jump. And what I respect about you is that you didn't. While you were there, a part of, Hartford's like growing pains and Hartford's like very rough patch, you stayed committed to seeing Hartford meet its potential. And I wouldn't say full because there's still ways for us to go. But you stayed until we changed the trajectory of scholars' lives and we were able to course correct what occurred in the past. And that is something that a lot of people can't say because they are afraid to stay in mess. But you stayed and you saw it through. So when I have to answer a question around like what's your greatest accomplishment and your achievement, I am going to say the data last year. I'm going to get into that. But I must also include one of the greatest accomplishment and achievement is that you stayed. But of course, the data must be mentioned. You are a part of Achievement First Hartford Elementary making history in the organization. While going from the lowest performing school in the organization in math specifically as the STEM dean, fourth grade outperformed the DERG. Third grade was just 2 percentage points away from doing that. To go from being the lowest in the organization, not just the lowest in the organization, but having like the local public schools outperform us the previous year, to now outperforming West Hartford and Farmington and Simsbury and all of those places just within 1 year, that's remarkable and incredible. And all of that is because of the work that was done here. So I would say that both of those things are a part of your story and a part of like your greatest achievements. If I had to think about like why do scholars, teachers, and like leaders love you, I must say it's your energy. You have such big energy. I mean, you walk into a room and you're like, yeah, woo! Like that's your thing. Like everybody knows that that's your thing. So much to a point where in our PDs, you've created a culture, like you actually created a culture where when we say the word practice, people cheer. And it's the weirdest thing. Like people, like you say, all right, so we're about to jump into practice. Yeah! Like the whole staff just like cheers because that's what you have created. You are able to like truly bounce off that positive energy to so many people. You do it in our leadership team meetings. Like you do it whenever it's needed. And it's like, it's always needed, that high energy. So shout out to you for being like the best hype woman there is on the planet. And lastly, what is one thing that leaders should learn from you? And honestly, that one thing is like to lead in a way that makes people want to own whatever it is that you're going after. And you do that, Asia. Whether it's working with the culture team or working with the math team or like helping support anything, you are able to like lead people to a point where they step up, where they feel like I own this, even though you're the true owner, even though someone else is like, they feel like I am the owner. Like you are able to inspire people to want to do the work and want to take ownership. And leaders need to be able to get people to do the work. That's what we do. But not a lot of people are able to do that and do that well, and you do. So I think that's something that we can all learn from you when we're thinking about like ways to like increase our practice. So Asia, happy 10 years. I wish you so many positive things in your life and in your career. And I cannot wait to see where you are in the next 10 years.